Is the mic on?
Bro, I miss the Harry Potter series. And what I mean by that is I miss the experience of seeing a new one every year. I miss that kind of excitement. And just an FYI, the original title of my video was going to be Harry Potter is better than every other series ever made. I'm talking Marvel, Star Wars, Hunger Games, Twilight, Fast and Furious, Spy Kids, Human Centipede, you name it. I thought it would be really biased of me to say Harry Potter is better than every other series because not everyone feels the same amount of joy or nostalgia as I do whenever I watch these movies. Not everyone watches all 8 movies of this series and still wants more. But I guess you can't even call me a true Harry Potter fan because I've only read a few of the books. I still haven't been to Harry Potter World because, well, that shit ain't cheap. And I've only seen half of the first Fantastic Beasts movie. I couldn't keep watching it. I think I need to be elevated for a movie like that. J.K. Rowling shouldn't be writing scripts or really write anymore in general because she's really bad at it now. Also, I sent her a Harry Potter fan letter when I was in 5th grade for a little school project, and she sent me back a letter with a picture of her smiling that basically said, "Please don't contact me again asking for Harry Potter for free on Blu-ray." I don't see what the big deal was, but besides all that, I still think Harry Potter is my favorite series for a million reasons. I didn't realize it was my favorite series until this year when I watched it twice, and now I'm at the point where I still want to watch it. The Harry Potter series is basically my version of crack cocaine. Anytime I rewatch the Marvel or Star Wars movies, I find myself struggling to push through all of them because some of those movies really bring me no joy. Harry Potter, on the other hand, that's the good shit. Now, I could do an in-depth review of every single movie, but the truth is, I don't have the time or the amount of subscribers for that, so for now, I'm just gonna say what I think of this series as a whole and why it means so much to me. Also, if you subscribe to my channel, you're probably gonna see more Harry Potter videos over time, like, a lot more. Now, it's possible that a big reason I love these movies is because of the great amount of nostalgia I feel from them. These movies typically came out right after I got out of school for Christmas break, or they came out during summer break, so I feel like these movies always came out during a happy time of the year. You see, when I was really little, I was scared to go to the movies for a while because, well, I was a little bitch and couldn't handle the loud noises. But then I went and saw Prisoner of Azkaban, and that sparked a great appreciation for the series and for going to the movies. Harry Potter brought out the filmmaker in me. It sparked the part of me that wanted to go to the movies every single weekend because I wanted to have more experiences like that. While that may be hard to come by these days due to this pandemic, I still love to think back on every time I went to see a Harry Potter film in the theater. You see, back then these movies were phenomenal. They continually improved in terms of special effects, and they didn't have a bunch of A-list actors. The characters felt real because we hadn't seen them in a million other things. Fantastic Beasts, on the other hand, has Johnny Depp. He's a great actor, but that's Johnny Depp. I see him as Johnny Depp. I give Robert Pattinson a pass in the 4th Harry Potter movie because he wasn't a big actor just yet. The thing is, these movies had everything your average audience needed. It has a group of characters with great chemistry, fun and exciting world that truly does feel like a theme park, and a compelling narrative that continues on for 8 movies and never seems to get old. Well, to me at least. You see, with any other franchise, you get to see character development in all of your main characters, but with Harry Potter, I actually got to grow up with these characters. I got to slowly mature with them and watch the story unfold into something darker. The way the tone shifts in this franchise is unlike any other, and it made me appreciate this series so much more growing up. I'll admit that the first 2 movies kind of felt like Disney Channel originals, but they were still good story-wise, and they do a great job at introducing you to this magical world. If anything, that made me appreciate the tone shift even more. The first movie shows our 3 main characters on the train eating magical candy on a bright sunny day. Then in the 3rd movie, a fucking Dementor shows up during a thunderstorm. Shit goes down. Although this series gets darker in Prisoner of Azkaban, they still manage to keep the fun and whimsical nature of the wizarding world alive. The beginning of the movie goes from talking about Harry's dead parents to this bitch turning into a giant balloon because, fuck it, why not? There's magic in this world and crazy shit happens sometimes. It makes this series enjoyable for all ages and really all types of moviegoers. See, there's a lot of people that love action adventure movies with very little plot, and there's those that want the movie to focus solely on the story. Well, the Harry Potter series gives you just the right amount of both. Even when there's no action, there's almost always the presence of magic, and you can't help but enjoy being immersed into this world. I know every kid growing up, including me, wanted to go to Hogwarts and stop learning math. Part of what makes these movies so enjoyable is the school itself. There's so much of this castle that's explored in these movies, yet we've barely scratched the surface. By the way, that Hogwarts game better be good, because if it's not, I'm gonna be very depressed and eat an entire container of Bluebell ice cream, then cry myself to sleep like a bitch. Hogwarts introduces us to so many different things, such as spells, creatures, professors, classes, a fucking Wizard Olympics that occurs at some point, and yet, none of it takes away from the character arc of Harry Potter. It's so funny how much everyone hates J.K. Rowling now. It's either because she became too woke, or she's not woke enough. Honestly, I don't know how to feel because I try to stay away from politics and social media and all that bullshit. I just know that her writing is not as good anymore, and I do not want to watch Fantastic Beasts. What I will say is J.K. Rowling created one of the best franchises of all time. There are some small plot holes in some of her stories, but that's not the point. I just have to give her props for creating such an amazing world. I've always seen this franchise as more of a comfort series. Every movie in this series has elements that are perfect for everyone. It has magic, comedy, a great storyline, an intriguing world, a magical school, and incredibly likable characters. I know I've already mentioned that, but I have to give credit where credit is due. Each movie also has moments that take place during the Christmas season, so they're perfect to watch during that time of the year. Or you could watch it during Halloween because of witches and stuff. These movies can be watched at any moment you choose, really, and I can't believe it took me this long to realize that it's my favorite series. Favorite. Ah, shit. I'm becoming one of those annoying Harry Potter fans.
Feels strange to be going home, doesn't it?
I'm not going home.
Not really.
Maybe it's because I got to grow up with Harry Potter, or maybe it's because this series has all the right elements that make a really good franchise. The nostalgia is partly to blame, but even if you didn't grow up watching this series, it's still so easy to fall in love with. So, it is my goal to make more videos about the Harry Potter series. I'll probably make a video about each movie. I'll also make video essays about different characters and things I love about the series. And I'll probably force myself to review those Fantastic Beasts movies. What the hell am I getting myself into? So in case I haven't made it clear already, Harry Potter is my favorite series, and I think everyone on this planet should give it a chance. Thank you so much for listening to my annoying opinions. If you want to hear more of them, be sure to subscribe and leave a like down below. And if you want to hear my opinion on other random things, go check out my podcast called The Deafcast, where we talk about random shit, including movies. I'll put a link down below. Also, I still don't want to watch the Fantastic Beasts movies. Like, I really don't want to watch them. So yeah, bye!